So if you're a brand new player that is about to hop into ARCRaiders and you've never touched the game or have never touched an extraction based shooter, this video is going to be as fast as possible to explain to you the bare minimum of things just so that you can have a basic understanding of how to play the game and how to go about it to basically make your time as useful as possible. First thing is first, there are multiple maps inside of this game that you unlock by playing the game. You can actually play any of the maps to unlock them, but I do really recommend for you, if you are early in your levels and just an early player, play damn Battlegrounds, because this place is set around the perfect difficulty, not including players, specifically the arcs, and you can actually get away with, escaping as much as possible. Whenever you hop into the game, the basic thing is you do want to loot up. You could become kill hungry and try to look for players, but don't waste your time about that. You will end up running into them and either you will fight them or become friendlies with them. It's just kind of like a, situation of the kind of players you stumble upon. You don't actually get to choose where you spawn in damn Battlegrounds, and if you look at the map, there are different locations that are highlighted with yellow, red, or just named overall. The named locations are probably one of the best spots to go to just because they will be giving you some solid enough loot that you can gather up and then run over as fast as possible to the lifts, which are the ways that you will be able to escape. One of my favorite ones, just because it is the most comfortable to escape in, is the central swamp lift, because here you will be able to call in the lift itself and then hide inside of the shrubs. And overall, they're all pretty good just because you can hide in different locations, call it in, hide, wait around until you hear the character say that it's about to open, so then run up and escape as fast as you can. The best and fastest way, in my opinion, to level up, at least as cautiously as possible, is by scavenging or looting. My favorite spots have to be the unnamed locations, as I've mentioned, and more specifically this location on the map. There's buildings here that will be basically full of a bunch of stuff. Now do also bear in mind that if you are, let's say, over encumbered or just fully with loot, still scavenge, because you will still be getting XP from it, and who knows, you might find some pretty good stuff like weapons or just high rarity loot. You don't actually have to be in the loot value high or medium to find some pretty solid stuff, so don't worry about that, at least for now. Now I do recommend for you to look out for the icons that have the jewel on them, because this will be able to then trade in for money, which is another topic that I'll be covering in a while. Also do bear in mind that if players have also loot in some spots, don't be afraid to go up and still scavenge it, not only because you might find something useful that they didn't need, but because you still get XP. As long as you interact with something, if it's break it open and interact with it or just search it, you will still be getting XP, which is what you want to be on the lookout for. Obviously taking out arcs and players will still be giving you XP, but this is just the safest and fastest way, especially for early game players. Also, I do believe that you will be matched up with players that do have very similar loot to you, so don't worry, there is no in a way skill based matchmaking, it's more loot based matchmaking, which I think is pretty good. Now once you're full escape, there is absolutely no point for you to stick around for too long. I know that you do probably want to find better things, but do understand that the whole point is that you get the things and you escape with the things and then you go in with the things. Do not be scared to go in with good loot. If you're too scared to go in with good loot, then there's no point in kind of progressing in the game. The whole idea is you get that, let's say, purple or blue weapon, you then go in with it, you then take out a better arc, and you might fight some players and then you die. Oh no, I just lost all of that progress. Well, that's kind of the idea of an extraction based shooter. You can either lose it all or you can get more out of it. Now when you escape, the best thing to do, in my opinion, is to put everything away into your stash. But before you do that, go over your loot and try to look at what you could sell. Now most of the items that you will find, not all but most, you can interact with the item, which will be the actions button. For example, I play on PlayStation, so it's triangle. By doing that, I then get the option of moving it to places, inspecting it, selling it, or recycling it. Now first thing is first, look at the recycle and then check what the items will be recycled for. If it's something that you don't need or have too much for, just sell it. The reason for that is because I think, in my opinion, you want to try to collect as much money as possible because money is really useful. You're also able to buy weapons off of Gunsmith, which I think is really good because let's say you do die too many times with really good loot, it's always good to have backup money to be able to buy those heals, to be able to buy those weapons, or just anything that you need or are missing that you don't have to hop into a game to, let's say, upgrade one of your benches. Now once you're leveled up, the next thing that I want to quickly look at is the actual skill tree. This thing is very important because it'll just make your life easier. The ones that I do recommend for you to go for first is obviously the first circles in the areas. So you have conditioning, used to the weight, mobility, nimble climber, survival, agile croucher. Now the ones that I decided to go for personally as fast as possible was revitalizing squat, just because that then allowed me to make progress into in-round crafting, where now I'm able to craft inside the game. It's not super useful, but it's really nice to have. Then I decided to go for looter's instinct quite a lot because this allows the container containers that I loot to reveal the loot really fast. If you notice, there's a bit of a timer or a bit of a delay on when the loot appears. This is super useful because then you're able to get the things faster, and this is such a pain in the ass sometimes that I'm really happy that I'm making progress on, but I think I'm gonna start going for different things from now. Also, mobility is very important to go for, at least as much as you can. For this, I decided to go for Marathon Runner because this gave me moving around costs less stamina, and then I concentrated on, or I'm going to start concentrating on, Youthful Lungs. Increases your max stamina. Now I am only level 10, so this is again just a bare minimum guide for anyone just to understand. Those are the things that I'm concentrating on right now, and obviously the main goal is level up as much as possible and then go for as many skills as possible. Whatever you think is the best thing for you to do that, but remember, scavenging will be giving you a lot of XP. Don't be afraid to escape, so don't think that, oh, but I might find something better. No, just escape, but also don't be afraid to take those risks and go out there. It's kind of like a mixed bag, but especially in your earlier playthrough, just hop in, gather stuff. If you're full, there's no point sticking around. Just get out of there, get the XP, and make progress as you go along. Also, of course, unlock your gear bench, gunsmith, explosive station, utility station, medical lab, and refiner as fast as possible, and then try to concentrate on leveling it up, which goes down to, do I repurpose these items or do I not? Also, make sure that you go in with at least a weapon, ammo, and some kind of healing if it's to regenerate your armor or your health by using bandages. And another really important thing is the equipment. So you have different forms of equipment that will allow you to basically increase the amount of backpack space that you have, quick use space that you have, and safe pocket space that you have, on top of being able to also carry more stuff because you'll just have more weight added on and different things like that. So yeah, that's about it. It's just really quick, really short, just something to go over really quickly. I will be trying to make more guides on this game just because it's a guide-based game, and I really do like that. So if you want to see more ARCRaiders videos on this channel, subscribe because we don't know what's happening on this channel. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.